Hello and welcome to the Verdant Stadium for a local derby here in Biggleswade. It's Biggleswade United versus Shefford Town and Campton. Both teams are ready to come out, and as we are about to get started, I will name the starting 11 for Biggleswade United, which has one change in it from the eventful Sorry, that's wrong. Apologies, straight off the bat. I was right first time. 4-2 victory against Tring in a game where Biggleswade United went down to 10 men and still managed to win the game away from home at Tring by 4-2. This is the starting 11. It's one change from that game, with Caleb Chandler keeping his place in the Biggleswade United goal. The back four stays the same: Ant Leslie, Mason Watkins-Clark, Kay Stevens, Abbey, and Joe Babbage. Midfield three is slightly different, with Josh Sterniolo missing out due to injury. Gas Hunt, our player coach, comes in with Connor Inskip and Jaden Irish, whose suspension does not come into effect until Saturday, I believe. So he's starting tonight, hence the reason, of course, he got the sending off on Saturday, but the suspension doesn't actually take into effect till the week later, so he does start today. Front three stays the same, with Jake Strong keeping his place in the front three after his strong performance, no pun intended, at the weekend, with Corey Wilson and Jesus Mendoza. Jesus scoring twice on Saturday. Will be hoping to keep that goal scoring form. And Corey, who's now our top goal scorer, is scoring 4 goals this season. Will be hoping to keep his hot scoring streak up and running tonight. The substitutes this evening are Sam Gibson, Sam Moore, Aaron Dada, Markel Cousins, who returns to the squad tonight, and Mackay Angle. So that is the teams, and of course, Biggleswade United. It's still very early on in the season, but they are the early table toppers of the Spartan South Midlands League. As you can see, they've played 5 matches with 11 points. A lot of teams, including Shefford, have a couple of games on Biggleswade United due to the I think the FA VAR's involvement and the FA Cup as well. And I think they've had teams that they could have faced, but they were in FA VAR's qualifying competition, so they could not face them in those game weeks. So Sheffield have started their campaign with 2 wins and a loss. Biggleswade United, who are still unbeaten after their first 5 league matches, drawing away at home to Stansted, or winning away at Aylesbury, winning at home to Dunstable, drawing at home to London Lions, and of course that last victory against Tring Athletic. It was a top of the table clash, and Biggleswade United coming up on top away from home. It'll be another tough test against the Shefford Town and Campton side, who they actually failed to beat last season. And Shefford Town and Campton also the first team to beat Biggleswade United at home last season as well. So there's a couple of things hopefully that Biggleswade United could put right. Of course, against Tring Athletic, they failed to beat them away from home last year. They beat them away from home. They failed to beat Dunstable both occasions last season. They've won already against them. So this bodes for good stead, hopefully, that Biggleswade United can break the hoodoo of Shefford Town and Campton here tonight, who they also drew against 2-2, an absolute cracker away from home last year as well. So they did fail to beat their local rivals, Shefford Town and Campton. But this season, as we have seen, can be a little bit different for Biggleswade United in terms of statistics. We're hoping that Biggleswade United can continue their good run of form going into the season. But Shefford Town and Campton are certainly a team not to take too lightly. It should be an absolute cracker. Thank you for joining me, Ryan Madden, here on commentary as we're about to get underway here at the Verdant Stadium. Biggleswade United versus Shefford Town and Campton. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, so make sure you stay followed to all of our socials to never miss a live stream. As the referee counts all the players on the pitch, we are very much ready to get underway. Jordan Wright isn't actually here this evening, so I believe it's Dale and Marv on the touchline, as well as Gaz, of course, is our player coach, who does start here tonight. So I haven't seen him. Oh, he is here. My apologies. He must have been a little bit late. Jordan Wright, I think, is here. Yeah, he is. Apologies. You know exactly what I just said. Didn't see him in the pre-match, but we are underway now at the Verdant Stadium. Biggleswade United versus Shefford Town and Campton. Shefford Town and Campton will be kicking us off. They've kept the ball well in the early stages here. Good pressing there, right from the front from Corey Wilson. He's going to press the goalkeeper down of Reese Lewis. And Mason Watkins-Clark wins the first ball. Jesus, and it's Corey's headed, but he's run back from an offside position. So it's going to be a free kick to Shefford Town Campton inside the first minute of the contest. So Watkins-Clark with the head down. That ball's going all the way through Caleb. That's a comfortable catch there. An opportunity to play out from the back here for Biggleswade United. That ball's going out of play here for a throw-in to Biggleswade. Good crowd here at the Verdant Stadium. Having to see another cracker here. We've had a few already in these early stages of this season. Corey timed his run there. He's got two coming off this, but Jake Strong, who is offside, took the chance. It was caught by the goalkeeper there, but I think Corey was actually in the onside position there. Jake wasn't, and Jake's gone for it, and he's offside. So free kick there, given to Shefford as they look to play it out quickly. A good shape right from the off here from Biggleswade. Dad's winning the ball back in midfield. Looks like a back three for Shefford by the looks of things. Good interception there from Mason Watkins-Clark. That's winning the ball back. That's a lovely ball to Jesus. He's got Corey up there with him if he wants to find him there. Early pass there, couldn't quite find Corey. That's come off Jesus Mendoza in the end. It's out of play for a throw-in. So many options going forward for Biggleswade United, but Jake Strong, after having some brilliant substitute appearances, got his first start on Saturday, played really well. Jesus got himself 2 goals in the victory on Saturday. Corey scored as well. There's an opportunity for places here, and Jesus is running from an onside position here. There's Jake and Corey in the box if he can find them. Cross coming in, and it's well blocked by number 8, Callum Donnelly of Shefford Town and Camden. Forced back to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper looks to me, and it's straight to Joe Babbage. And it's back with Shefford now in the defence. But again, Corey continuing that press, putting the goalkeeper under a lot of pressure in the early stages. And Shefford Town and Camden in the first 3 minutes of the contest can't seem to keep the ball, all because of the pressure that Biggleswade United are putting them under. They've got themselves a throw in their attacking half now. It's now with Jaden Irish captaining the side tonight. Bit of a loose one, but he's got away with it there. Joe Babbage. So throw into Biggleswade United there. Going for the long throw. And Corey got a little bit too much pressure on the defender. The referee didn't like that. It's gone out of play. So it's going to be a free kick. Let us know, of course, where you're all watching from as well. Follow us on Twitter at Biggleswade UTG for all our latest updates. Another loose ball by Shefford as Biggleswade look for another fast start here tonight at the Verdant Stadium. Jesus Mendoza is offside. It's an early call as well. It was a good ball by Ant Leslie. Spotted Jesus, but Jesus couldn't quite time his run there. And that's the third offside call in the opening 4 minutes. So he's got time to run a little bit, especially Jesus. He's definitely got the run. The runners of most offenders in this league. He certainly can afford to stay in the onside position to get the ball, that's for sure. It's Reese Lewis for Shefford Town and Campton getting the ball out. And again, it's Watkins-Clark that headers away. Loose one, Jaden Irish looks to find Jake Strong. It's not a bad ball. If he can get there, Jake, he can. Keeps it in play. He's got bodies in the box, goes for the early cross. Had to get something on that the defender, otherwise Corey was behind him to put pressure, and Jake again winning the ball back and the free kick. That's brilliant play there by Jake Strong, and it's a free kick here for Biggleswade United. The Bouncing Off the Ropes podcast says, let's go Biggleswade. Free kick here, and that was all from Jake Strong there. Very well positioned himself there. He's on the Newport Pagnell man. He's got the free kick in. He's looking for Watkins Clark. Jaden Irish there. Header's gone straight to Shefford Town Campton. Let's try and maybe play on the break here. And Jesus, one of the last players back in the defence, helping out. Looking to find Corey. He's onside here, Corey. He certainly looked onside. It would have been a very close one there. And normally when we're at the away matches, you can kind of see that whether we're offside or not. But being up in the gantry, it's kind of hard to tell. He looked on there for me. Nick Whitcomb, who of course is normally our match day announcer, as well as my co-com for away matches and my co-host as well on the Biggie Talks podcast, saying, watching the game from Dublin. Hope you're enjoying it. And have a Guinness on me, for sure. Have a Guinness for me, I should say. It's another loose one, and Connor Inskip wins the ball back here. It's still Connor Inskip, goes past the goalkeeper and scores. It's fantastic play by Connor Inskip, and the early pressure from Biggleswade United pays off. Once again, Connor Inskip takes advantage of a loose pass at the back. He keeps on running, sprints past Reese Lewis, and tucks it home. It's Biggleswade United 1, Shefford Town and Camden 0. And that was brilliant play by Connor Inskip for his first goal of the season. Biggleswade United 1, Shefford Town and Camden 0. 8 minutes gone in this first half. And they're certainly playing like a team out of full of confidence at the moment, Biggleswade. And they're not letting any of these loose balls. They want to capitalise on loose balls. And that's exactly what they've done there. And Inskip was absolutely excellent there for that goal. And I want to try and keep this pressure on now, Biggleswade United. For all the positives I've said about the season, the one thing United haven't done yet is keep a clean sheet. So it'd be nice if they can do that, but it will be hard to do that in the local derby. As Shefford will look to respond here. That shot was right on the head of Mason Watkins Clark. Inskip, Gaz, this is good football now from Biggleswade and Leslie. Biggleswade United didn't feel the advantage. Referee didn't feel the advantage was there, and Leslie plays the ball into Corey, and he said that the advantage wasn't that great, so he's pulled it back for a free kick. And Biggleswade United and Leslie fuming there because they feel they could have been. They've denied themselves a goal scoring opportunity there from the referee himself. Guillaume Balaguer, our club chairman, says, as usual, we started on the front foot. Amazing to score, taking advantage of the start and the goal from a midfielder. All positive so far. Absolutely, Guillaume. That's a lovely ball from Ant Leslie. Ball to feet of Jesus, and look at that from Jesus Mendoza. We could be in here again. Jesus, it's come off the defender and it's a corner. But fantastic play. Ant Leslie, right from the free kick. Ball to feet to Jesus Mendoza. Lightning quick, went for the cross, blocked by the defender, and you can hear the fans cheering on Jesus there. And he'd appreciate his fullback Ant Leslie as well, finding him ball to feet as well. An electric start here for Biggleswade United. If it wasn't for a defender, Corey could have had a tap in and we could have well been 2 up here. Jake Strong over this corner for Biggleswade United. They've gone short. It's Rakazade off the defender, is off the bar. And now it's still not cleared, and it's a corner. They went for the short corner routine once again. The defender did not know how to deal with that. The clearance went over his head and then off the bar. They might go for this quick free corner routine once again. Struggling to get my words out here. Jake Strong with another corner. It's low, looking for Babbage again. In the moment, Shefford Town and Camden cannot quite clear their lines here, and it's gone out of play for a throw-in to Biggleswade. This is a very, very good start from Biggleswade United in the opening 10 minutes. They have been rampant here at the Verdant Stadium so far, but it is still Biggleswade United 1, Shefford Town and Camden 0. Shefford Town and Camden at the moment don't really know what to do with themselves. It's Ant Leslie with the throw. He's going long. He's gone past to Jaden Irish. Gets the cross away. He's looking for Corey. So he takes the turn, takes the shot. It's blocked. Needed about 3 defenders to clear that opportunity away. It's Babbage looking for Jesus Mendoza. He's been caught there, and it's going to be a free kick to Biggleswade United. And Shefford Town and Camden failed to really get themselves out their own half at the moment. The Biggleswade United, an absolutely electric start to this game. Winning with 10 men on Saturday, I think, must have given them a whole lot of confidence, as they have already had this season. We've seen just how dangerous Biggleswade United can be from these set pieces opportunities. They've got another one here now, and it's Gaz, our player coach, over it. And it looks like a first yellow card. He has given. Is he given the yellow cards? It's a yellow card confirmation now. I think that's for the number 8. It is for the number 8. It's for Callum Donnelly with the yellow card, as Gaz is over this free kick. Of course, coming in, the goalkeeper doesn't know where it is. Joe Babbage nearly managed to get there, but it's gone past him, and it's going to be a goal kick to Shefford Town and Camden. Jaden Irish, every single second ball Biggleswade United are winning in the opening exchange of this contest. They've smothered Shefford Town and Camden so far. Joe Babbage's ball, is that going to be too far for Jesus? He's going to keep it in play. And he's got his team to throw in. It's fantastic play from Jesus Mendoza. So on throw here. Joe Babbage over it. Jaden didn't quite control it down. It's now in skip. A loose one. But it's out of play for a throw in. I won't mind that too much from Connor in skip after his brilliant solo goal there to get us underway here at the Verdant Stadium. 13 minutes play. Biggleswade United 1, Shefford Town and Camden 0 in this local derby. And Caleb can comfortably collect that ball there. Very young goalkeeper who has impressed since coming into the side. And if it's fancy, Jake could well be in. Defender did his job there. Dan Hammer, the captain of Shefford. Gaz has taken the throw in quickly. Corey can hold up the ball here very well. It's now Corey Wilson. Shot was saved. It's still in play though with Jesus. Shot blocked. Come back off Jesus for a goal kick. But this front three of Jake Strong, Corey Wilson, and Jesus Mendoza has been absolutely fantastic so far, as well as a very experienced midfield three there with Gaz Hunt, Connor Inskip, and Jaden Irish as well. Jenny Stevens will be fantastic, solid at the back as ever. At bat four, they've become very familiar with each other recently. I think they've started the last 3 or 4 matches. Ant Leslie, Mason Watkins, and Jesus here might be able to capitalise on another loose goal. The goalkeeper's committed himself, and it's out of play for a throw in there. And again, the pressing of Biggleswade United in these early stages have really bothered Shefford Town and Camden in these early stages of this match. They don't know how to react because Biggleswade United are so quick to winning the ball back. This is exactly the start that Jordan and Gaz would have wanted from the team. And Leslie winning the ball back there brilliantly. Another fantastic signing this season so far. He's won the ball back and won his team the free kick. Sinskip. Jaden Irish. I think he's going to leave that for Babbage. He is. It's Joe. To Wilson. Back to Joe Babbage. Corey's made the run here. Oh, he's not made the right pass though, Joe. It's gone in between Jesus and Corey. 15 minutes gone. And what has been a lightning start here for Biggleswade United. So far, so good. It's Biggleswade United 1, Shefford Town and Campden 0. It's the throw in now. It's Corey down to Jaden Irish to Jesus. Oh, that's brilliant play. Joe Babbage there with the cross. It's blocked off by the defender. Joe wants to try and win it back though, as does Jesus. Yeah, they let the ball bounce here, and there could well be an opportunity here for Shefford, but brilliant defending at the back there from Kay Stevens Abbey, as well as Watkins Clark here. Oh, and that's fantastic composure from Watkins Clark. Both centre halves there showing how it's done. They're keeping the ball and they're playing fantastic electric football here, Biggleswade United. That has to be said. Jesus, he knows he likes a challenge, he likes a run. He's giving the fullback all sorts of problems here, without even fouling his man as well. That's fantastic from Jesus Mendoza. And now Jake Strom will be pressing on the other side now. And the referee has played the advantage here. And it's through. Kay Stevens Abbey, well defended by Cade. Looks to find Corey, but slightly off balance there, Corey. It was just a bit too far for him there. But a good idea there. Wins the ball back. Now Jesus Mendoza. Out to Gaz Hunt. Tries to find Jake Strong. I think he's on side, but didn't go for the ball there, Jake. I think it was just too far for him. Maybe he was offside. The front three staying high pressed here. Wins the ball back in midfield. Shouted for it as well. Babbage looks to find Jesus. He's onside here, and he's got Corey Wilson to the centre of him. He's got it through to Jaden Irish. It's blocked off. Gaz will be looking to win this ball back. He was up against two. Inskip does though. There's not a foul there. I think he's made a bit of a meal out there. James Clark headers the ball back. They're going to check on him now, the number 8, Callum Donnelly. And put it this way, they might use this breaking play here, Shefford Town and Campton, to speak to his players, because from their standpoint, defensively they've been an absolute mess, but you have to give credit where it's due here for Biggleswade United, because they have really started this I think the word to use here is probably chaotic. They've had a chaotic start to this half, and Shefford Town and Campden don't know who they're up against at the moment. They look a little bit shell-shocked out there, so that little breaking play for them might well suit them a little bit, because they definitely needed to have a few words. But from a United standpoint, Jordan wouldn't have to say much. Just keep on doing what you're doing, lads. It's been an absolutely fantastic start to this game. So Corey will chase this. He's up against two. And Corey still going. It's Corey Wilson. He looks up. There's not many people with him. And it's out of play for a throw in there. He did the right thing, Corey. He didn't want to be too greedy. He was up against two as well. But he's got his team to throw and allows more players to get up the pitch a bit further here. We're in to the 20th minute mark, and the game has been dominated by Biggleswade United in the opening 20 minutes. It is Biggleswade United 1, Shefford Town and Campden 0. A long throw, headed straight out by Shefford. It's going to be another throw in here for Biggleswade United. They'll want to try and commence this lead. It's all well and good being very dominant in the match, but will not count for nothing if the lead is only 1-0 still. So they'll want to try and double their lead as soon as possible, and they're certainly trying that and try to cut out a few mistakes there. Jaden Irish there losing the ball, and now Shefford Town and Campton here on the counter-attack. Demango Robinson, their first attacks of the game this. Loads of bodies flooding the area here from a Biggleswade United standpoint. Now Callum Donnelly out to McKenna. Out to Chris McKenna, his brother, I believe. He slipped there. Hence the jeers from the crowd. Gaz there gives away the free kick. But they played the advantage here. The referee has stopped it. Didn't even know what was going on, the referee there, so that's why he stopped it. I've seen this a few times. Biggleswade having a really dominated start at home, but then giving away free kicks like that can be so costly. We saw it at home to Stansted. We also saw it in our last home match at home to London Lions as well. A match where they didn't start the best of. Oh, and that was near an opportunity. No one was really near it there, and Jake Strong has just managed to clear his lines there for Biggleswade United. It's out of play for a throw-in for Shefford Town and Campton. It's probably the most they've had the ball inside their attacking half here, Shefford. But it's a really good shape here from Biggleswade. They're keeping their shape well. And they've switched to play here. They might be able to be in. Mason Watkins Clark well defended, because Ash Ingham there could have well been in behind. And again, brilliant defending that time by Ant Leslie. And now it's Jake Strong looking to get the ball back up the pitch. Taken away by Dan Hammer, the captain of Shefford Town and Campton, as they look to continue this press now. And Biggleswade United here, they've got some defending to do. Cross coming in. Ant's cleared his lines well. Brilliant pressing there from Ant Leslie. Winning the ball back, Ant Leslie as well. Oh, and he's lost it. It was actually really good play by Shefford's number 3 there. They've got the cross away. It's cleared by Joe Babbage. And then Jaden Irish wins the ball back in midfield. Now it's Jake Strong looking to find Jesus, so they know that they can allow to chase. It's going to be a race against time here with the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper was clear favourite for that. Was just waiting for the ball to go inside his own penalty area to collect. But can always be danger when you've got Jesus running in behind like that. Over the top here, looking for Jake Strong. He's onside. It's ball to feet as well to Jake Strong. Could well be in one-on-one with the goalkeeper here. He carries on his run. Gets the cross in. It's just behind Corey Wilson, and Jesus wasn't there either. I have to feel that Jake probably should have fancied himself to go for his go for goal there. And of course for Shefford, it's a bit of a loose one. Okay, they've cleared his lines only as far. Man on the wing though for Shefford. Cross headed away by Babbage. Now it's Inskip. Wants that ball, Jesus. He's got to Corey Wilson. Looks to find Jesus. He was onside. That was clearly onside. That was awful. We were level with the play there, and it clearly looked like to me that Jesus was onside. I'm sure you can watch it back on the live stream, and let me know in the comments what you thought of that there, because I thought Jesus there timed his run to perfection. Linesman just below me thought otherwise. But Nick Whittaker would say it can't be offside. I'm sure he's chuckling away in Dublin as I say that. All over the top, might find Corey there. Good pressing here by Inskip. Couldn't quite make the challenge though. The number 8's done well here. Donnelly of Shefford Town and Camden. And Gaz has done fantastically well there. He lifted to cover his lines up well there. It's now back with Watkins Clark. The pressure's still on him though. Gaz doesn't want to give away a penalty here. It's a loose ball again. Wade can't clear the ball at the moment. It's off the post, and that's by far Shefford Town and Camden's best chance of the match. And defensively, Biggleswade United have just got to wake up a little bit there. Jordan right there, and this plays what he thinks. So Caleb Chandler is down. He's told Lily Hyde no, he's okay, as well as Mason Walker's got, so they're all right. But that's sometimes where we do miss Jordan Wright at the back, because he was just so commanding at the back, and the defence has been rock solid. When you're missing a player like Jordan Wright, who was so solid last season, it's sometimes hard to replace. And of course, he's on the sidelines as our joint head coach. But there's moments like that where you just miss him out on the pitch rather than on the sidelines, I have to say. But they're getting there, Biggleswade United. Still a work in progress as well, of course. Attacking at the moment, though, they look absolutely sensational. Just got to be a little bit more clinical at times. Caleb here has decided to commit himself, but got away with it a little bit. Jake Strong there with the header down. Cleared by Shefford. And they've certainly recovered since that little break in play there, where the manager managed to have a little word with a few of them. They've recovered really well since then, the visitors, but with the host, Biggleswade, they're just weathering a little bit of a storm, but Biggleswade United, it's been a very good start to this local derby for Biggleswade United. Now, they had the tempo of it being a local derby right from the beginning. So throw in here by Ant Leslie. It's headed away. Good hands there by the supporter on the sidelines. They get themselves further up the pitch here, Biggleswade. It's Leslie. Jake Strong. Cleared now back with Ant Leslie. Good play by Leslie. Gets the cross in. It's not quite clear by the defender. Gaz has caught his man there. You heard the squeal, which I didn't think there was much in that, to be honest. He certainly did catch him there, Gaz, but probably not to the extent that the number 6, Dan Hammer, had felt. Nice little exchange there between Inskip and Ant Leslie. Just telling them try and play through the middle a little bit. It's becoming a little bit predictable just with the ball over the top, and that's when you have the experience of Connor there, just telling this fullback there, just, play it through us a little bit more. We won't probably lose it as much as we have in the last 5 minutes. And I'd probably say that's good advice from Connor. And free kick taken here by the goalkeeper of Shefford. So try and win those second balls. Inskip's in there. Now it's Gaz who's just lost out there. Gaz Hunt. Cross. It's going to be dangerous here from the number 9. And Kay Stevens Abbey there just getting a touch on that. I think it was Cade. It might have been Connor Inskip, actually. No, it was Cade. It was Cade. I was right the first time. Corner, Shefford Town and Camden. They might look to take this quickly. They have. Cross coming in. It's going to be danger. Headed away. Jesus ball to feet. Brilliant by him. Looking to find Corey Wilson. Oh, the header's gone behind. It's a 2-on-2 if they can get it right Biggleswade. But Shefford have just about cleared that out of danger. Half an hour played in this local derby. Biggleswade United 1, Shefford Town and Campden 0. Jake was a little bit rash after the free kick. It is a lazy foul. Completely agree with the gaffer there, Jordan Wright on the sidelines. This cross could be dangerous. Punched away by Caleb Chandler. Brilliant by him. And Jaden, good pressing there by Jaden Irish. And it's loose. He's offside anyway. Good defensive line there. Mason, I think, trusted the offside flag to go up. Kay didn't want to take the chance. And in this league, sometimes it's worth just clearing it out. But linesman did see that one, and he's flagged for offside. I think he's looking for Jesus right from the ball to feet there. It's defended away. Pressing there by Jesus. He's not allowing them any time or space. They're looking for the ball there. It's a Shefford Town and Campden throw-in. I certainly couldn't tell who that last came off from here. It certainly would have ricocheted off both of them a few times before going out of play for a throw-in. That's our play for a goal kick. Just hearing Jordan right there telling his players, you've got to win them 3 headers. They were winning everything in the opening 10 to 15 minutes, but last 10 minutes or so, Shefford have certainly responded. They've come closest in the last 10 minutes after hitting the post. It's their only chance of the game so far. After such an electric start, they will not want to go into half-time. Back on level terms, Biggleswade United. The ball's gone out of play. A little bit unfortunate there for Chris McKenna there of Shefford Town and Campden. Ball's come off his head. Out of play for a throw. Didn't know much about that. Strong with the whole down, looking for Corey. He's gone behind in front of the defenders now. It's Corey. He's got Jesus in front of him. Corey. He's now back with Gaz. They look to try and switch the play now. It's a brilliant pass out to Jesus. Mendoza. Brilliant by Mendoza. Now with Jaden Irish. They play the advantage now. It's now Jesus. That's how to play for a throw-in. Good play by Biggleswade. Lovely bit of a triangle play there from Biggleswade United. Calmness in possession. Not wasting the chance. They got themselves a throw-in. Not far from the corner flag. It looks like they're going to go a bit long with this. Into the box. Gaz winning the ball back. Oh, it's a heavy touch from Gaz. It's back with Sheffield. They look to clear their lines here. Kins Clark, that's yours, son. Of course it is. Now it's in skip, chested away, but only as far as Shefford Town and Campden. There's 3 up here for them. And Watkins Clark wins the ball back to deny them. Jake Strong, he looks onside to me. Flag stays down. It's Jake Strong. And for the other ball over the top to find Jesus. He's back with Jesus Mendoza, who's been excellent in his first half. To take on his man. Oh, and the defender's done well there against him. That ball's out of play for a throw into Biggleswade United to maintain the pressure into the last 10 minutes of what has been a first half that's flew by. We've only seen 1 goal, but we've seen some excellent football here at the Verdant Stadium for Biggleswade United. We're back at home on Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff. If you'd like to join us here at the Verdant Stadium for Biggleswade United versus Cockfosters in the Spartan South Midlands League. And it's good, well spelled danger here. They don't get this right. And no, Mason Watkins Clark. Oh, confidence on Mason there to pull that off. Incredible. Oh, and that's a loose one from Joe Babbage. Not quite connected with the passes over the last 5 to 10 minutes. It's been a little bit sloppy, and Shefford could well capitalise here. But that's a loose one from them, and Anne Leslie wins the ball back. Looks up, looking to find Jesus. He's onside if they can find him. Oh, goalkeeper had to take a touch here. Jesus can win that ball, potentially. Goalkeeper's still out of his goal at the moment. If Biggleswade can win the ball back, but Shefford have calmed it down a little bit. So loose run there. It's a great ball out to McKenna. And this left-hand side for Shefford. The flag's up for offside. I did think he was very open there, and it was a defensive line of Biggleswade. This flag's up for offside. Good position linesman. And it's Mason Watkins Clark, who's down for Biggleswade United, and be certainly a player that United always have to keep a close eye on is Mason Watkins Clark. We do have Sam Moore on the bench, who I believe is a centre half. He's certainly impressed in pre-season before picking up an injury as well. He looked very solid before the start of the season. But it looks like Mason might have pulled something here. Like I said, we've got Sam Moore on the bench if needed. He's a player who I think did come on Saturday. But Mason Watkins Clark is back up on his feet. He's I think he's going to be all right to carry on, but for now, Biggleswade United will be playing with 10 men inside the final 10 minutes of the contest. Mason Watkins Clark definitely a player that gives his absolute all out there in a Biggleswade United shirt. Chandler. The goal kick. It looks like Watkins Clark will be coming back on. So I'm not really surprised about it in the slightest. Watkins Clark is back on. Brilliant defensive work there by Jake Strum, but it's straight back with Shefford now as the rain starts to pour. We're at the Verdant Stadium. The summer's rain here in Biggleswade, and it's not the first time I've said that in August this season. Watkins Clark cleared the way with Corey Wilson, Gaz Hunt, Jaden Irish. Jesus, he wants the ball. I don't think he's onside though. That's brilliant by Joe Babbage. Looking to find Corey Wilson. He could be in here. Wilson past the goalkeeper. Oh, and he just couldn't quite keep the ball there. I don't know whether he was thinking about potentially going down. It looked like he certainly got the goalkeeper certainly looked like he clipped him, but he didn't go down. And Jesus looking to capitalise on a slight heavy touch there, and he has. He's won his team the throw in. That's exactly what Jesus Mendoza was so good at, capitalising on the slightest of littlest of mistakes there. And he was absolutely brilliant. Once again, now Jesus Mendoza. But doing a player of the match is not his first half. I'll give it to Jesus Mendoza. He's been absolutely excellent. Jaden Irish. Fouled his man there. Free kick, says the referee. It's a little bit soft there to me. Five minutes to go in the first half. Biggleswade United 1, Shefford Town and Campton 0. Goal courtesy of Connor Inskip inside the 8th minute if you are just joining us. Shefford United coming out the box and opening 15 minutes so strongly, but Shefford have been good in spells as well. It's been a really good local derby, this. Jake winning the ball back here for Biggles Way. Looking to find Corey. Oh, the pass just too wavy there. He just had to take his time with the pass there because there was 2 potential passes in there. So either Jesus or Corey if Jake got that right. Flags up there for offside. Good defensive line there from Biggleswade United. Mason just testing out his knee there again by the looks of it. And it looks like they're not going to take the chance with him. Mason's back on the floor. And it looks like Sam Gibson will be coming on for his home debut for Biggleswade United. I believe this is Sam Gibson. I could be wrong. And hopefully it's not too serious for Mason. He just struggles to maintain 90 minutes, but hopefully this time it isn't too serious for him. He's suffered an ACL in the past, of course. And sorry, not Sam Gibson, Sam Moore. That's who I meant to say. Sam Moore went ready in to come on. He's a player who I saw in pre-season, was very impressive, and then I think I missed a pre-season friendly. Nick was there, and he suffered an injury in that pre-season friendly. I'm not sure who it was against. And he returned to the squad on Saturday. And looks like he'll be coming on for his home debut to replace Mason Watkins-Clark. It's very impressive, Sam Moore, from what I've seen of him. And he'll be right in the firing line in this local derby as well. Mason Watkins-Clark taking his time, and they've got to be delicate with Mason, of course, because of his injury record. But he's certainly the type of player who gives it all out on the pitch. Of course, we'd like to thank the ground crew, Supremes, for sponsoring Mason Watkins-Clark as well. Sam Moore comes on for his Biggleswade United home debut. There with the kick. The number 7. It's gone in between Gibson and K. Stevens Abbey. They could be in trouble here. Biggleswade, he's gone past the goalkeeper. And he's off the line. Is he over the line? The linesman says no. Incredible by K. Stevens Abbey. I have to say, I'm not in the position to tell whether that was over the line or not. We have not got any goal line technology in non-league, of course. But United are going up the other end now. Corey Wilson, ball's just too far for him. The ball's gone past there, and now Shefford Town Campton's best chance of the contest. And Irish is running back. Oh, and Jesus winning the ball back. It's been a chaotic last couple of minutes here. Gaz Hart winning the ball back here. Corey's onside. Oh, the heavy touch here on him was unlucky. But there's certainly a chance in this game there. Sam Moore just warming up to the contest now. Just caught out there slightly. Gaz to Jaden. Jaden looking to find Jake Strong. It was blocked away by the fullback. Jaden's continuing the press though. Jaden's going to continue this press all the way to the goalkeeper here. Bringing the header away there by K. Stevens Abbey. Gaz wins the ball back, gets caught, free kick. Sorry, I thought that was a yellow card there. And Jordan Wright definitely telling the referee there how he felt about that one. As we are into stoppage time of the first half, and I'm sure there'll be a few minutes stoppage because of a Mason Watkins-Clark injury. Okay, Simmons Abbey there with a cross, looking to find Jesus. He's well covered there. In-skip foul, free kick. And now Shefford Town and Camden player has been sent to the sin bin for complaining to the referee for to give him a yellow, and it's actually Sam Day in the sin bin for Shefford Town and Camden, who will be down to 10 men for the remainder of this first half and whatever's left of that sin bin in the second half. Sam Day, confirmation, is in the sin bin, and he is absolutely fuming for complaining to the referee. And it looks like in-skip, I think it's going to be in the book anyway. And Connor in-skip does get the yellow card. So complaining from Sam Day. If he just kept his mouth shut, he would be still on the pitch, and Connor would have got the yellow regardless. But that's football for you. But I have to agree there. The foul on Gaz was almost exactly the same, if not worse, and it wasn't yellow a couple of seconds beforehand, and that's going to be offside. Shefford Town and Camden. So I believe that sin bin will be 10 to 15 minutes, and of course it's whatever's left of this stoppage time period. I've stopped my stopwatch, so not quite sure how long they would have left at the start of the second half. So Shefford Town and Camden will be down to 10 men for the remainder of this first half, and most likely a good few minutes into the second half as well, because United will want to try and take advantage of this. That could be loose. Gaz has done well to win the ball back. There's nothing in there. Played it through quickly here, Shefford Town and Camden, but it's out of play for a throw-in. And we're seeing exactly what the Biggleswade United faithful think of that quick free kick. And it's certainly, in the last 5 to 10 minutes, has been a feisty local derby in the last 5 to 10 minutes. It's really rumbling a little bit. Last time. That's Leslie. Now for Lev Chandler. And that's the half-time whistle. Biggleswade United, a very impressive first half. They find themselves 1-0 up Shefford Town and Camden, who are down to 10 men, thanks to a sin bin for Sam Day for complaining about a foul from Connor Inskip. There's still some Shefford Town and Camden players complaining to the linesman because they feel potentially they could have had an equaliser that was cleared off the line by Case Stevens Abbey. But we have to talk about that opening 15 to 20 minutes. Biggleswade United were absolutely electric. Shefford Town and Camden did not know what hit them in that opening 15 to 20 minutes. They were absolutely relentless. And the Shefford Town and Camden manager is not happy. He's talking to the referee at half-time, not quite sure what about. And Josh Thomas is talking to the referee officials as well. But it has rumbled here in the last 15 minutes. It is a local derby. And in the last 10 minutes, tensions have really boiled over. We've still got another 45 minutes to play. Biggleswade United playing really, really well. But Shefford Town and Camden, in the last 10 to 15 minutes, they've got themselves back into it a little bit. But still, the score remains at half-time. Biggleswade United 1, Shefford Town and Camden 0. Before we go away for our half-time break, reminder, thank you all to our sponsors here at Biggleswade United. We'd like to thank Recycling Lives for being our men's first team sponsor for the season. Axes for being our women's senior team sponsors. Spanish Football SL for being our general sponsor. Verdant for being our new ground sponsor. Verdant Financial Planning. We'd like to thank JMB Motorsport for being our vets team sponsor. Flawless Landscapes for being our reserve team sponsor. in the Keep Hospice Care for being our chosen charity for this season. We'd also like to thank Peaceful Living for being Gaz and Jordan's sponsor for the new season. Beaky Talks Podcast for being Jordan Gerald's sponsor for the season. There Will Be Smoke, Barbecue and Craft Beer for being Jesus Mendoza's sponsor. The Extension Specialist for being Markel Cousins' sponsor. Paul Leslie for being the sponsor of his son, Ollie Leslie. Flush and Flow Drainage and Plumbing Repair for being Connor Inskip's sponsor. The Ground Crew Supremes for being Mason Watkins Clark sponsor. Inspire Performing Arts for being Ant Leslie sponsor. M Bespoke Solutions Limited for being Joe Babbage's sponsor. And Jimmy Akimbola for being the sponsor for Mackay Agua. As you can see on the screen, I don't think it's quite updated to what it is recently, but we do have sponsorship still available. It's £109 to sponsor a player for a season. And for more info, make sure you contact Guillaume Balagay at biggleswageunited@gmail.com. That's going to wrap it up for me for this first half. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be right back for the start of the second half. Do not go anywhere, because I have a feeling it's going to be a very, very exciting second half. Do not go anywhere.
Today, it's Newcastle United Day. I'll tell you why. In fact, let me get somebody else to tell you why.
In print, your big weight pictures, images are ready. We'll come through, you can have a look.
Let's go. Hello, everyone. Massive place.
I'm going to show you more about what's going on and everything and all that.
So, that's the...
Yeah. That's the other one.
Yeah.
I select the bone and then click on the meat. That is the quality.
Uh-huh.
And the best quality, fuel. This is the fuel.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. What now?
You want me to cook it?
No, we got it right. We got it right. Can I feel useful? Thank you. See, we're helping now. Welcome to the changing room of the home team, Biggles United. What do we think? What do we think?
Good, very good.
Oh, you're on twice. Let me see. Once. Twice. So are you, Tracy. Once. Twice. Now I thought the other mural could actually go somewhere that reminds the players that they are the club, but they're not just there on their own. Let me show you. There. He is also here. I love Twitter. You put a tweet out and you never know what's going to happen. He walks on his own, and put a tweet on my account and the club's account saying anybody wants to have the naming rights of our ground, of Biggleswade United ground. And Verdant Financial Planning answered straight away. Actually, it was Jimmy Munger, their managing director, who said, we have a relationship with Biggleswade already. We want to continue that, in fact, increase that, and that's what we've done. The relationship with them have grown since, but one of the things that has come out is that from now on, our ground will be called the Verdant Stadium. Sounds good, Verdant Stadium. And in there, you'll be able to watch the men's first team and the reserves, and of course the Reds and the Blues as well, the women's sides, the senior sides, and hopefully a lot of wins. And it will be a lot of wins because we get the likes of the supports of Verdant to actually help us grow. I cannot wait to hold the 6 directors and anybody else from Verdant at the ground. And in fact, any of you, I'll see you at the Verdant Stadium.
Both sets of players now returning to the field. What was a very eventful end to the second half in more ways than one, with tensions really boiling over. Wales United were in an eventful counter on last Saturday, of course, our men's first team, 4-2 victory. I'd like to apologise because I wasn't actually at the match. Nick Whitcomb was, and I completely forgot to mention, of course, Biggleswade United did fight back with 10 men. Tring themselves did get themselves a couple of red cards as well, and at the end it was 9 men Tring versus 10 men Biggleswade United, but nonetheless it was still a fantastic spirited result that night. And tonight, so far, Biggleswade United are going to be up against 10 men for at least 10 minutes, I believe, of this second half because of a sin bin to Sam Day of Shefford Town and Campton for complaining about a tackle from Connor Inskip, thinking he should have been yellow card. He did get the yellow card in the end, but I think it was the instant reaction from the Shefford Town and Campton player. The referee didn't like that, and we've seen in this league over the last few years, the referees they clamp down on complaining to officials, and one way of certainly doing that is by giving players sin bins, and it's exactly what's happened here for Shefford Town and Campton. They will have to play at least 10 minutes of this second half with 10 men. But for Biggleswade United, they'll certainly want to start the second half how they started the first. It got a little bit sloppy come the end of the first half, but that was, I think, all in all because of Shefford Town and Campton finally got themselves a grip of the game a little bit. After an electrifying start from Biggleswade United, they'll want to continue with this lightning start to the second half, just how they started the first. And one player that they'll certainly want to try and give more of the ball to in these first 10 to 15 minutes, particularly against 10 men, is Jesus Mendoza, because he has had the beating many times at the fullback of Shefford Town and Campton. It should be a very interesting second half, this. Do not go anywhere. And I hope you remain following our stream. Make sure you stay subscribed to Biggleswade United on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at Biggleswade UTD. And whilst we wait for the officials, because all the players are on the pitch at the moment, we're just awaiting the match officials at this moment of time. Once again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors before we get going for the start of this second half. We would like to thank Recycling Lives for being our men's first team sponsor, Axes for being our women's senior team sponsors, Spanish Football SL for being our general sponsor, Verdant for being our new ground sponsor for the season, JMB Motorsports for being our vets team sponsors, Flawless Landscapes for being our reserve team sponsors, and Keach Hospice Care for being our chosen charity. And the referees and officials, 2 linesmen and the referees, are both out and ready for the start of this second half now, by the looks of things. It's not very often you see the players out before the officials, but clearly they must have had a few words to say to each other at half time. Marv is just having a few words there with midfield here with Biggleswade United, and a few words there by the officials. It's a few exchanges by both sets of coaches. They just want to try and calm that down a little bit there. And officials having a word with the linesman, the referee. They want to try and get this kicked off here very quickly. Second half about to get underway, and Biggleswade United will be kicking us off. But the referee now is having a word with his linesman. That's what Dylan Roden, they're talking to the linesman. I hope this isn't anything too serious here, because the linesman's had a word with his referee. So Shefford Town and Camden, I think this is what we're just trying to see here is how long Shefford Town and Camden will be down to 10 men for. They've got 5 more minutes in the sin bin for Sam Day, so that clears that up, I believe. Biggest Wage United will be kicking us off. They've got 5 minutes against 10 men here. 5.5 actually, I believe. And Biggest Wage United kick us off for the start of the second half. Babbage looks to find Corey Wilson. I'm going to reposition myself here very quickly. Apologies. And Corey looking to go in behind. Can't play for a goal kick there. Apologies. Just realised I could better position myself here for the start of the second half. That's the way biting skip. I couldn't quite win that ball. So now it's in skip. So Ant Leslie. Stephen Zabby. Loose. See, sometimes it can be harder to play against 10 men. Southampton want to try and prove that. Cross coming in, it's all the way over everybody. It's out of play for a goal kick. Jordan Wright commanding his team there to play forward, and I couldn't agree more in the opening exchanges. Don't worry too much about the sin bin and just focus on keep on playing your football, because when we have seen that from Biggles United tonight, they have been absolutely electrifying. Good touchdown, but it's back with Shefford here. Stephen Zabby wins the ball back. Quite win the ball back there. It's loose. It's now in skip. There's to find Jaden Irish. He looks up. Might be going on his own here. Jaden Irish. He's up against 2. He's kept the ball in play. Jaden Irish. It's now Corey Wilson. Onto in skip. In skip. Loose one to Jake Strong. It's going to go straight back to the goalkeeper. Ball to feet there to Ant Leslie. Looking to find Jesus. He's onside. Jesus, lovely little touch there by Mendoza. It's Jesus Mendoza still running for Biggles Wage United. Gets the pass into Jaden Irish. I know it was. Couldn't quite get the connection he would have wanted there, Jaden. Not naturally a goal scorer there. I think we saw it there. Brilliant defended by Stephen Zabby, and then Sam Moore collects away as Joe Babbage looks to chase to keep this ball in play. It's Babbage. So, loose one there by Joe. Sam Moore wins it back for Biggles Wade United. Now Jaden Irish. Out in skip. Corey Wilson. Now back to Jake Strong. He takes on his man there, Jake. Oh, he has to be a little bit stronger there, Jake Strong. No pun intended. Now it's Gaz Hunt. In skip. In skip. Look at the that's a lovely ball through to Corey Wilson here. Flags up for offside. Caught by the goalkeeper anyway, but it was a lovely pass in there from Connor Inskip, slicing down the defence. Corey couldn't quite time his run there to perfection. And Leslie always couldn't quite won that ball there. For anyone that wants to know, we've got around a minute and 15 left of Sam Day's sin bin for Shefford Town and Campden, but they will remain with 10 men for about a minute. Shefford Town and Campden are keeping the ball comfortably there, but as I say that, they've lost the ball. It's a throw into Biggles Wade United. handball shot there. The supporters, not really much from the players' perspective. The supporters wouldn't make a view of that. I thought that was a handball, but it's going to play anyway for a throw into Biggleswade United. It's probably the last play. Shefford Town and Campton will be down to 10 men for. It's Jesus Mendoza. Wilson to Jesus. Couldn't quite get the ball back. And it looks like Sam Day's back on the pitch. So we're back to 11 versus 11 as we were at the start of the game. Sam Moore. That ball over to Jesus, who certainly was onside there. Jesus Mendoza, he's got Corey Wilson in the middle. If he can find the cross, comes all the way through to Jake Strong. It's just too far for him, but he's going to keep it in play. It's Jake. And now it's Jaden Irish. Back to Strong. Across. Way too far. Jesus just about prevented the goal kick there. It was a poor cross in the end there by Jake Strong. Thrust in there from Skip. And Jesus has won it back. It's Jesus Mendoza. Oh, and the pass was just a bit loose there for Corey. He was waiting for the ball, but the defender just caught it off him before he could really turn and be one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Good tackle there by Sam Moore. Clean tackle by Sam Moore. And now it's Jaden Irish. He's onside here, Corey. Oh, Corey. Jaden there with a loose pass. I'm not sure if it's the weather really affecting them here because the rain has really, really started here at the Verdant Stadium. It started at the start of the first half, but it's really pouring down here. I don't know if that's affecting the players' passes a little bit there, but Corey was about 3 yards onside because the defender was caught out on the other side. Sam Moore there with the clearance. That ball's out of the grounds. The safest thing about playing at home when it's raining is I'm probably the safest person right now in the gantry because I'm very well sheltered. Long throw here for Shefford. Wind could take effect here. Cleared away by Sam Moore. Had to be. Still in a dangerous area, headed away. Shefford are certainly the brighter at the start of this second half. Cross coming in. Caleb comfortably catches the ball. That's Jaden Irish. Oh, it's just not quite kept the ball in. Skip didn't quite win it either. And Leslie got some work to do. Just couldn't quite keep it in play. So throw in to Shefford Town and Campton. 53 minutes played. Biggleswade United 1. Shefford Town and Campton 0. Goal scorer was Connor Inskip inside the 8th minute of the match. Jaden Irish. Out wide to Joe Babbage. Jaden Irish again. That's a loose one again here. Jaden looking to win it back. A clean tackle, says the referee. And good block there by Jesus. That's a corner ball for Shefford Town and Campden. Got to dig deep here because this is a really good spell here for the visitors. Cross coming in, punched away by Caleb, and then cleared away by Gaz. Jake to win that second ball. He's done well, Jake Strong. Now Joe Babbage. Fine, Corey couldn't quite. In the end of it, he's been a little bit isolated so far in the second half. Another cross coming in. There's two up there. It's gone in between of them. Cross coming in. It's back through to Jesus Mendoza of Biggleswade United, and Gaz can clear his line as well. Corey's up against two. Didn't quite get the ball. It bounces away from him. Biggleswade United do have options on the bench if needed to freshen things up. But Jesus is going to capitalise on that loose ball, but it's a heavy touch in the end there from Jesus Mendoza. Shefford Town and Camden will be making the first substitute of this evening, 10 minutes into this second half. I think it's 16 off for 11. So that is Michael McKenna off for Louise Bonowski on for Shefford Town and Camden. Jesus taking advantage of that throw. The referee wasn't happy with that. The referee was talking to the manager, Shefford Town and Camden. Not sure what the game was stopped for there, so apologies there for anyone who's just as confused as I am. Referee had a word with the manager of Shefford Town and Camden. Thought he was going to book him, but he didn't even book him, so not sure what's going on there. And it's back with Sam Moore at Inskip. Sam Moore. Throw in here to Shefford Town and Camden. They're certainly winning those second balls a little bit more than Biggleswade did in this second half compared to the first. Jaden caught his man there. Free kick here to Shefford Town and Campden. And it's going to be a yellow card in the book is Jaden Irish. That's cleared away. Looks like Biggleswade didn't quite see who that was that went down there. Looks to be okay. It's Sam Moore, the centre half that came on for Mason Watkins Park. Came on in place of Justin Niola at the weekend in the first half as well. Of course, it's a good ball, but Caleb Chandler catches away and he wants to play it out quickly to Corey Wilson here. It's Corey, he's got Jesus behind him. It's Corey out to Gaz. It's a loose one from Gaz. Joe clears away. That's Sam Moore. Get through. Jake couldn't quite keep it in play. It's really thundering down here at the Verdant Stadium. So apologies there if the camera does get a little bit wet. Joe Babbage clears away. over the ground. Gives me a chance to Leslie winning the ball back. And he goes down. No free kicks as the referees. Letting quite a bit go in the second half. And Leslie's still down, but they want to play on here. Biggleswade. Corey Wilson is in. And he's got Jake beside him here. It's Corey Wilson for Biggleswade United. Takes the shot. Oh, it's wide. What a chance that was from Corey Wilson. He took his time with it. He went for the chance. And that was the opportunity to double their lead. They wanted a corner. Sorry, there wasn't. It must have been a deflection in there. It is a corner. At first, the referee pointed to for a goal kick. The linesman said corner, so he's changed his mind and given the corner. DJ says, I am from Newcastle, but Gia made me a fan. Let's go, boys. Love to hear that, DJ. Hopefully, bit of a long trip, but it'd be great to see you here at some point at the Verdant Stadium. We will treat you very well indeed. It's Jake Strong over this corner. Cross coming in. Heading away by Shefford Town Campton. It's now Connor Inskip. Edge of the box. He was lining that up there. Sam Moore. He's let the ball out of play. It's going to be another corner here for Biggleswade United. 61 minutes in. Biggleswade United looking to find a second goal. They're ready in a substitute as well. Cross comes in. Sam Moore with the header. Deflected. It's going to be another corner. I think even Sam Moore was coming back thinking that was going to be a goal kick, but we'll certainly take the corner in those circumstances. And I think it's Mackay Angle who's ready to come on very soon. Cross coming in. About winning those second balls now, Gaz. Out to Inskip. Brilliant. Played by Connor Inskip. Now it's Jesus Mendoza looking to find Jaden Irish. The bounce there might do. Oh, it's Inskip. Out to Inskip. And it's over the bar. It wasn't Inskip, sorry. It was, I think it was Sam Moore. It was Sam Moore. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was Case Stevens Abbey right the third time. Double substitution coming up for Biggleswade United, I think. Or maybe just a singular substitution. And it's Jake Strong who comes off from the Mackay Angle for Biggleswade United. A good spell out there for Jake Strong. The same substitution that was in the match against Tring has happened again here. And they're going to see the electrifying Mackay Angle come on for Biggleswade United. Confirmation of that substitution on the 63rd minute mark. And I said that rain normally doesn't catch me in the gantry, but I believe to have jinxed it because it certainly has. The wind is right towards the gantry. I'm going to move this tripod a little bit further this way. Headed down by Gaz and then by Corey. Jesus can chase that. He's kept the ball, Jesus. Well, I don't know if the stream can do it justice, just how bad the weather is here, but it's torrential rain. Now, Mackay Angle, who's only just come on, looking to find. That's a great pass there to Corey. Goes past the goalkeeper, gets brought down. Penalty, Biggleswade United. And that was all from Mackay Angle. There, his first pass touch of the game. Plays it through to Corey. Looked to go past the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's brought him down. And it's certainly a penalty. Now, the decision remains whether he sends him off now. The goalkeepers normally do get a little bit more slack for that. And there's no more once again. It's going to be a penalty, and it's going to be Corey Wilson over this penalty for Biggleswade United. He did miss a penalty in the home match. I believe it was against Stansted in the opening game of the season. He missed down the other end, but he gets a chance to put that right here today. Corey Wilson, 4 goals for the season, looking to add a 5th here in Biggleswade United colours. And what a time to get it. 65 minutes played, 25 to go. Biggleswade United penalty. He steps up and he scores straight down the middle for Corey Wilson, his 5th goal of the season. And Biggleswade United have doubled their lead. It's Biggleswade United 2, Shefford Town and Campton 0. And sorry, as I'm just writing down a few notes for the logbook. Corey Wilson there, his 5th goal of the season. And it looks like Shefford are running the changes. And got to give credit where it's due there for Mr. Jordan Wright there. Made the substitution of Drake Strong for Mackay Angle. Mackay Angle, who just came on, had made that pass into Corey. And Corey brought down by the goalkeeper, definite penalty, and Corey slotted it down the middle. And Biggleswade United have doubled their lead. It's Biggleswade United 2, Shefford Town and Campton 0 in this local derby. Alright. That's Kate Stevens Abbey. Through. That's something looked like a foul there. Referee says no. Barry over the throw. Guy's hand. Mackay, brilliant by Mackay Angle, and he's won his team the free kick. He's been absolutely excellent in the last 5 minutes since coming on, Mackay, and he's actually made the difference for Biggleswade United. That's Gazhan. Looking to find Corey. It's not a bad pass at all. He just couldn't quite keep his feet together. Mackay, foul and free kick. Corner is good. Biggleswade United will look to see this out now and potentially get a third. That's a lovely ball through. Goalkeeper's going far for it. He's going outside his own box to get it off Jesus. It's out of play for a throw-in. If there ever was a time to get a penalty and double the lead, that was a perfect time for Biggleswade United. Shefford Town and Campton really came out of the block strong in the start of this second half. And in a 5-minute period where Biggleswade United made the shove of Jake Strong from Mackay Angle, and it was his pass through to Corey, who would have had a tap in anyway, but was brought down by the goalkeeper. He then slots home the penalty. The 20 to play, Biggleswade United have a 2-goal cushion. Gazhan. Just a bit too cute there for Anne. Tried to put pressure on a corner there, but the defender did well. And it's out of play for a goal kick taken quickly. There isn't much in that. So it's just unfortunate where his hand was. There's Sam Moore looking to find Jaden Irish. The ball's a bit too far for Jaden. He's not that quick, unfortunately. Gazhan. Oh, lovely ball to Jesus Mendoza. He's got options as well. Jesus out wide. Gets the pass through just behind Corey. Corner in skip. Gaz Hunt. It's through to Jesus. Lovely ball by Gaz. It's Jesus Mendoza for free! Jesus Mendoza gets his goal. His third goal in the last 2 matches. What a pass from Gaz. What a finish from Jesus Mendoza. He's on fire. And Biggleswade United have 3. It's Biggleswade United 3. Shefford Town and Campton 0. Excellent play from Biggleswade United. A textbook pass by Gaz Hunt. That's Jesus' 4th goal of the campaign now. And as I mentioned, he got a double at the weekend. It's his 3rd in 2 matches now. They weathered the storm quite literally in terms of the weather and in terms of the pressure from Shefford Town and Campton at the start of this second half. But they weathered that storm, they got themselves a penalty, and it's really changed the complexion of this second half. One thing I think Jordan Wright will want now as a natural defender is for his side to keep their first clean sheet of the campaign, something they haven't done yet this season. Biggleswade United 3, Shefford Town and Campton 0. An impressive performance by United as they look on course at the moment. It's still 20 to go. They look on course to maintain that unbeaten run that will keep them at the top of the Spartan South Midlands League table. And don't want to look at the table too early on in the season, of course, but it's always good to be there when you are. And Corey really pressing. Oh, Jesus just slipped at a vital moment there. And you can't really knock him too much there because he's been excellent. And so this must be so slippy out there with the rain really pouring out there. Another goal means another Guinness, says Nick. Enjoy. And Mendoza, it's a mistake now. It's back to Corey Wilson to finish it off. He's past the goalkeeper. He slips. Oh, he slipped. Corey slipped and he stayed down, but I think that's out of disbelief. But Jesus wins the ball back. Hit away, and the surface he's got past the goalkeeper again, Corey, but the surface there, he's just slipped at the vital moment there, Corey. Okay, Stephen Zabby. In skip. Yeah, Jesus is offside, and he knew it as well. It looks like Sam Gibson is ready to come on for Biggleswade United. Babbage plays his lines well. In fact, it's a fantastic ball to Wilson. He didn't know much about it. It's Wilson to Irish, through to Jesus. Takes his time. Blocked off. Babbage, oh, brilliant header away there by Joe Babbage. In skip. Tough conditions as well to play in this. Mackay Angle, no fouls as the referee. Babbage, in skip stays down. He's back up on his feet now, though. Cade's got some work to do here at the back. He's done tremendously well. Babbage, Gaz Hunt, Mackay Angle. It's good play by Shefford there to keep it at bay. Mackay gives away the free kick. Cross coming in. It's cleared away. As far as Inskip. Foul free kick on Connor Inskip. And now the substitution will be made for Biggleswade United. And it's Connor Inskip, the first goal scorer coming off for Biggleswade United. The man that got us up and running in the first half with that brilliant solo goal was Connor Inskip coming off for Sam Gibson, I believe that is. This is enough how I think Jordan Wright really wants this clean sheet for his side today. Lucky collab there. Oh, and Sam Gibson has a chance there straight off the bat. Brilliant there, Gibbo. Now, another substitution here for Biggleswade United. Jesus Mendoza coming off for Biggleswade United. What has been a fantastic display by him. And Markel Cousins returns to the action. And rightly so there, Biggleswade United supporters, they're really supporting a real fan favourite in these parts, Jesus Mendoza. He gets the cheer from the Peter Dean stand. He comes off, a standing ovation. A fantastic performance by him. He coming off for Markel Cousins. Guillaume says, my mum watching with me, the first female hooligan of Biggleswade United. That was a ball thrown there by Joe Babbage. I'm glad we missed that. Hooligan Major, you can say. She doesn't understand what you say. She's Spanish, but loves your commentary. Oh, thanks, Guillaume. That is lovely. Tell her thank you. Or gracias, I should say. I think I got that right. Yeah. Gaz Hunt now. Poor ball to tell. But yeah, confirmation there. I was reading that. We just missed one of the worst throw-ins ever from Joe Babbage because of the comment on the screen. Local derby. 13 minutes to go. Gaz Hunt, it's a loose one. It's kind of going straight through to a very fresh Markel Cousins. The ball bounces over his head. Very unfortunate there for Markel Cousins, who I'm sure would love to get in on the act himself. Okay. For Gibbo. Gaz Hunt, Jaden Irish. Markel Cousins, he's on side. He's got bodies up with him. It's Markel Cousins here for Biggleswade United. Heads it through. Lovely little flick, lovely little finish from Corey Wilson. Brilliant pass from Markel Cousins. The little flick from Corey Wilson. That's goal of the night for sure. His second of the afternoon. Biggleswade United's fourth. And that pretty much is now game over. It's Biggleswade United 4, Shefford Town and Campton 0. And Biggleswade United have a new number 9 and a new hero in Corey Wilson. That is now confirmation. His 6th goal of the season. Brilliant pass over the top. Markel Cousins finding Corey straight away. And I want to say it was actually very much a Olivier Giroud-esque finish from Corey Wilson with a lovely little back heel, cheeky little clear, posting in, goalkeeper no chance. And Biggleswade United are putting on a show in this local derby. It's Biggleswade United 4, Shefford Town and Campton 0. Babbage, Jaden Irish, Sam Moore. Oh, it's been fouled, free kick. Still 10 minutes to go as well. Yeah. Been a commanding second half performance here from Biggleswade United. It's all about game management from here on out. They're keeping the professionalism. They want more goals here. Biggleswade United. Mackay Angle's going to get there. Goalkeeper very much wrong-footed as well as the defender. No foul there, Joe Babbage. He's got past in there and he's got past the 14 who's offside. He doesn't know about that yet. He's high angle. Sam Gibson, sorry. Too many Sams on the pitch. Gaz Hunt. Jaden Iris. Gaz winning the ball back in midfield. Brilliant. Markel Cousins, we could get a fifth now. Markel Cousins for Biggleswade United. It's Kel. Oh, and the ones and twos there. And Leslie was back there. Was forward there for Biggleswade United. We enter the final 5 minutes of the half here, and what has been an electric final 8 minutes of this half. But Jordan Wright, as I keep saying, he looks still very stressed on that sideline. You can tell this clean sheet will be just as much to this side as the goals will, because it's one thing that we haven't seen this season yet is a victory with a clean sheet. We haven't seen a clean sheet so far this season. That is also valuable to this defence, that's for sure. But they might still be looking for more goals. And Mackay, who's been a real live wire since coming on, he really blossomed in as a side. They're only 6 of that league matches in, but it's been an amazing start. And that bounce could well suit Corey, who's on a hat-trick. It's Corey Wilson. Oh, he's just fluffed it. He just slipped at a vital moment, Corey, there. You could tell he was so eager to try and get that hat-trick there. Mackay Angle keeps the ball. Brilliant by Mackay. 7 to go. They're looking for a fifth. Gaz Hunt switches the play to Anne Leslie. Fantastic pass out wide. Leslie deflected. It's back with Shefford Town and Campton. Sam Moore winning the ball back. Referee says free kick. We'll have a player of the match interview and an interview from our joint head coaches, Gaz and Jordan. But that was filthy from Markel Cousins. He might play Corey again. He goes for it himself. It's saved. Done the better with the fullback there, who has not had a good time up against Jesus for 75 minutes and then had to deal with fresh legs of Markel Cousins. There's a lot of good depth for the attackers of Biggleswade United. It's certainly got a fantastic squad, and if they can keep all of this all this group fit, there's no reason why they can't be up there at the end of the season, Biggleswade United. Especially if they keep playing good football like this. But they've got some defending to do here. Shefford Town Campton looking for a consolation, and they've got the goal. And it's a fantastic finish, and they haven't got the clean sheet to Biggleswade United, but it was a top finish from the number 14, Louis Dillon, I believe, there. And it's 4-1 now to Biggleswade United. I mentioned Jordan would have wanted the clean sheet there, so you wouldn't be quite happy about it. Joe Barry's now coming off for Biggleswade United. I believe that's for Aaron Dudder It is. 5 to go. 4-1 Biggleswade. Okay, Stevens Abbey. A team that the start of the season you're thinking might well be struggling for goals. Biggleswade United have scored 8 goals now in the last 2 matches. That ball over the top. Good deflect clearance there. So we are 4 minutes to go. Three and a half minutes left. Gaz Hunt looking for the ball over the top to Mackay. It's cleared away. That ball over the top here, and they could well be in here. Caleb's got some work to do. He's not quite got it there, Caleb. He cleared it in the end, the young goalkeeper. He's got to reshape here, though. Bit of a lapse communication in the final 5 minutes. Cross coming in. It's not cleared away. And Leslie's done brilliantly well under pressure, and he's won his team the free kick. Jordan Wright is absolutely fuming on the sidelines. The Biggleswade United was seeing this game out comfortably, and suddenly, since the goal for Shefford, they've got their tails up a little bit. It might be a little bit too late for them, but of course, with injury time, you can never tell these days. So Nourish. Kill. That's out of play for a throw-in as we enter the final 2 minutes of the 90. I would like to announce we enter the closing stages as chosen by Harriet Manship, who is our new head of merchandise at Biggleswade United and is at her first game live for Biggleswade United. She has chosen player of the match this evening and has chosen Jesus Mendoza. So I will be having an interview with Jesus Mendoza after this match, player of the match, and I couldn't agree more with Harriet. He's been absolutely electrifying in this game. And, of course, his goal as well, very crucial in our 4-1 victory here tonight. Player of the match, Jesus Mendoza, who I will be speaking to after this match, as well as our two hopefully happy head coaches after the game, Gaz and Jordan. A huge shout out as well to Harriet's husband, Adam, and sons Harvey and George, who are watching from home as well. Corey Wilson. We enter final minute of the 90. Mackay is offside. But for Biggleswade United, the unbeaten run will continue. 6 matches played in the Spartan South Midlands League, 1-4, drawn 2, and lost none so far. They're back at home at the Verdant Stadium Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff against Cockfosters at home. That's a lovely ball over the top from Jaden Norris to Markel Cousins. Markel with a lightning cross, and all three of them are trying it. Brilliant cross, no one could get on the end of it. Referee checks his watch. There can't be much longer left, I would have thought. Dad's hand clears away. So we're into stoppage time of this second half. Not sure how much longer is left. It's a loose one here. It's back with Shefford Town and Camden. They go back up forward here. Torrentious conditions for Biggleswade United tonight, but they have risen to the occasion. It's the third team that they've been up against that they couldn't beat last season that they have overcome in the early stages of this season. Caleb Chandler collects comfortably. He didn't quite get the clean sheet today, but I don't think many goalkeepers in the world would have saved that consolation goal from Shefford Town and Camden, in all fairness. Sam Moore's done well there. Oh, there's been a few afters in there. There's going to be a drop ball here. We're 2 minutes into stoppage time. Biggleswade United's electrifying performance here tonight looks to have earned them 3 points and continuing their unbeaten run to this campaign. If you'd like to join us here at the Verdant Stadium this Saturday against Cockfosters at home as we look to see if we can continue the unbeaten run. It's Corey Wilson to Markel Cousins. Back to Wilson. Looking to play it through to Kel again. Couldn't quite find him. Referee checks his watch. There can't be much longer left. Guys, can't quite keep the ball in the end. Cross coming in. And that is the full-time whistle. A very, very good performance from Biggleswade United, the local derby finishers. Biggleswade United 4, Shefford Town and Camden 1, and arguably one of the best performances so far in what has been an electrifying Gaz and Jordan Biggleswade United in a very early stages of the season. They keep themselves top of the league. Played 6, won 4, drawn 2, and lost none. Player of the match today was Jesus Mendoza, chosen by our new head of merchandise, Harriet Mansip. I'll be speaking to Jesus after the match. I was speaking to him after the match, as well as our joint head coaches, Gaz and Jordan. Hopefully, a very happy Gaz and Jordan as well. We're back at the Verdant Stadium this Saturday against Cockfosters at home. But of course, as well, that's not the only action happening at the Verdant Stadium this weekend. On Sunday, the Biggleswade United Reds are in action for their first home league match. They play Harpenden Town Ladies Sunday, 2 o'clock. So you've also got back-to-back football action from the men's first team and the women's Reds who are in action Sunday, 2 o'clock. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors here at Biggleswade United as we wrap up this live stream. We'd like to thank Recycling Lives for being our men's first team sponsor for the new season. We'd like to thank Axes for being our women's senior team sponsors. Spanish Football SL for being our general sponsor. Verdant for being our new ground sponsor for the season. J&B Motorsport for being the Vets team sponsor. Flawless Landscapes for being our reserve team sponsor. And Keach Hospice Care for being our chosen charity. We'd like to also thank Peaceful Living for being the sponsor for Gaz and Jordan for the season. The Biggie Talks podcast for being the sponsor for Jordan Gerald. There will be smoke, barbecue, and craft beer for sponsoring Jesus Mendoza, our player of the match tonight. The extension specialist for being the sponsor of Markel Cousins. Paul Leslie for being the sponsor of his son, Ollie Leslie. Flush and Flow Drainage and Plumbing Repair for being the sponsor for Connor Inskip. The Grounds Crew Supremes crew for being the sponsor of Mason Watkins Clark. Inspire Performing Arts for being Auntie Leslie's sponsor. MB Bespoke Solutions Limited for being Joe Babbage's sponsor. And Jimmy Akimbola for being Mackay Angle's sponsor. As you can see, there's still plenty of sponsorships available here. And after that performance, why wouldn't you want to sponsor one of the lads here? They work their socks off. They play incredibly good football. And we all need your support. So if you'd like to sponsor a player, it's £109 for the season. Contact Guillaume at biggleswageunited@gmail.com for more information. And finally, make sure you check out the Biggie Talks podcast on Spotify. New podcast episodes coming out every week covering all things Biggleswade United men's first team, the women's Reds and the Blues teams, the youth and the reserves, and much more. That's going to wrap it up here from our rampant Biggleswade United. We'll be back on Saturday. 3 o'clock kickoff against Cockfosters at time. Will be live on Twitter Spaces or X Spaces, whatever you want to call it now. I've been your commentator, Ryan Madden. You will be having player of the match interviews with Jesus Mendoza and joint head coaches Gaz and Jordan after within the next hour or so on our Twitter page at Biggleswade UTD. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.